the price of petrol will now come down by 9 rupees per litre. The price of diesel will be cheaper by 7 rupees per litre as Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced a sharp cut in the central excise duty on fuel prices amid spiralling inflation. The central excise duty on petrol has been cut by 8 rupees per litre, the same on diesel cut by 6 rupees per litre, said Ms. Sitharaman. The Prime Minister has tweeted that it's always people first for us after the centre cuts fuel prices. The Congress is doing the math though. They are hitting back. They're saying this reduction is too little to matter and they've accused the centre of fooling the people. So tonight we're asking the single biggest price cut by the centre. Inflation worries finally forces the government's hand as the centre gets hit by dissent. Mr. Das, to you, government finally getting hit by price dissent. Now, so you have LPG fertilizer outreach to the Aam Aadmi, to the farmers, etc.
See, once again, good evening. I would like to, bring 2 points. Today, if you look at the fuel price in India, probably if you compare with the China, USA, Australia, UK, so probably we are running the lowest. This evening, I was trying to compare China today. This is 1 hour back. The price was equivalent to 115 rupees 62 paisa. USA, which is $5.60, which is equivalent to 120 rupees per litre. The Pakistan is 160 rupees, UK 159 rupees, and the Australia is 109 rupees. Till today, the India, what we have 105 rupees per litre, and we are cutting back once again 8 or 9 rupees. So we are still the lowest. The fuel price is high. Is not the Indian phenomena, is a global phenomena, and that's because remember we have gone through the extended lockdown.
So nobody is arguing that this is a problem globally.
COVID period, and we had to deal with 1.3 billion population. We had to deal with 1.9 billion doses of vaccines, and India is leading today in the world. Our economy is doing the best. More than 600 billion
Mr. Das, you have stated the obvious that everybody knows that for 2 months now since the start of the year, inflation has been rising because of global consequences, because of the Ukraine war, because of the price. But can we get to the point, why the cuts? Why now? And is it enough? I want to first, Tehseen, before I go across to you, I just want to go across to the TMC MP Sugata Roy, who has just tweeted saying it is not good enough as the increased price of petrol and diesel, but central government still has the flexibility to reduce excise duty more instead of pressurizing the states, as the states' finances are mostly in difficulty. TMC MP Sugata Roy, what do you mean by this? What is the problem? Why is it not enough?
Shara, I'll just take 10 seconds.
Too little and too late. Because the reduction is only
the TMC people should not.
Petrol.
Mr. Das, hold on. Mr. Das, you need to let him speak. Mr. Das.
The central government had increased prices by 10 rupees for both in recent times. So it has not even come back to that level. And the centre still has flexibility in their finances. They can reduce the excise duty on petrol and diesel further. This is too little and too late.
Too little, too late. Tehseen Pullawala, please come in over here. It's also now looking like it's going to become a political battle between the centre versus the state, because we're hearing the ministers now turning the heat on the states. You have Nirmala Sitharaman, whether it's the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Hardeep Singh Puri, all of them raising the pitch, saying that some states are refusing to reduce prices.
So I'll answer that question specifically, but please allow me to just put on a couple of statistics before your esteemed viewers. The esteemed panelist professor on the show said that, look, he compared the rates of USA, China, Australia, along with India. All of their per capita income and the economies are larger than India. So, I mean, I find that ridiculous, per capita income. And then he said Pakistan is 162 rupees. What is the rate of the Pakistani rupee versus the Indian rupee? In Indian rupee term, that is less than 70 rupees. So here is a professor who's making up statistics the way it suits the BJP. almost like the Prime Minister makes up his stories. But there's the more important and pertinent point that I want to bring in front of your viewers. The union government in these past 6 years, I'm not talking about 8 years, 6 years, has earned close to about 25 lakh crores. I'm only talking about the union government from petrol and diesel taxes. Where has that money gone? Why has that money disappeared? And that money is gone in our vaccines. This 25 lakh crore gone in our vaccines. So why do we have the Prime Minister's pictures on our vaccines? I don't want to get into that debate. There is a second point that I want to ask. If they could reduce 9 rupees today or 9 rupees or whatever amount that they reduced today, why couldn't they reduce it when the opposition was guiding them, telling them when inflation was rising? We would have controlled inflation had they listened to the opposition then. And to my third question, a very specific question. You want states to reduce money. I am in the greatest state of Maharashtra that pays the highest GST revenue to the union government. You owe my state 27,000 crore rupees as of today. When are you giving our money so the states can reduce? Why are you holding our money? Why don't you give the states GST? Can you answer these three questions very specifically without whataboutery, Professor?
Mr. Das?
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you some of the facts. So, well, the fuel price is going up. It's not, this is the Indian phenomenon. It's a worldwide phenomenon. This is number one, true. And to respond to your question, the Pakistani price I'm talking about equivalent to Indian rupee. Don't misunderstand. Wait. Don't. This is my time. Please allow me to speak. Second thing is, your Congress government actually issued the fuel bond, and that fuel bond the BJP government had to repay back. So basically, who is damaging? Your Congress government. And the highest, if you look at the trend during the Congress government period, the highest trend in fuel price. Coming back to the Mr. Subrato Chatterjee or somebody from TMC, TMC, the guy, he says that this is not enough. And the West Bengal is one of the states, they refuse to reduce the fuel price. Number one. And what they are doing, if you look at the current trend, today, they are, education minister in CBI, there are many people are knocking on CBI door. They are the most corrupt, and they are surviving on cut money, and people do not want to see their face. They should hide their face by shame. It's a shame.
We are completely out of time. Unfortunately, the question is, Tehseen, we are completely out of time. Thank you for joining us on both these debates tonight. The question is this actually going to bring relief for the Aam Aadmi? Over the past few weeks, we have seen prices jump across the board for vegetables like tomatoes, lemons. All of it is, will the prices of all of this come down? Will we feel relief in our pockets when we go to the markets to get basic requirements for our loved ones? That's the question we're asking tonight. Thank you all for joining us on Left, Right and Centre.